Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is part 2 of our Colour With Me in DRAGLINGS colouring book by the incredible RANDAL Spangler. And we left part 1, I'd photocopied it onto paper just for the ease of me on the video. And we left part 1 here, this is where we'd got to. So what I have done is basted the back. And if you watched part 1 you'll know that because of the pain in my hands I have used my gorgeous set of Arrtx alcohol markers as a base and the Arrtx pencils, because I am loving these, the Arrtx pencils. And what I did was made the colours so that if you didn't have the base colour with the alcohol markers you could follow along anyway. And most of the time I go over it anyway, it's just to save my hands from working so hard at filling in the white of the paper. So I hope that explains that. So if you're looking and you're thinking, well, why do you do that and then colour straight over it? It's because it gives me that, I usually choose a paler colour, sorry, and then like I say, I don't have to work so hard to fill in the tooth of the paper, and it saves my hands from hurting so much. So I did fill in the little whites of the eyes on our dragon, and I've basted the bits that I would like in purple. So these are the colours that I've used. Let's look at the wallpaper first, I think. So here's our wallpaper. So what I used was Pale Hibiscus V890 in the Arrtx marker. And don't worry if you don't have them, it doesn't matter. We are going to use these colours, and if you like I say, if you don't have the marker, it's not gonna matter. You can use these colours and it will cover it up just as well. Okay, so cobalt violet, Parma violet, lilac, and the beautiful wisteria. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going in with my cobalt violet in these dark lines. Now, I have to be careful here. I'm going to leave that, I think. Or maybe I'll just put a little bit in there. And then I am just going to softly bring that out for our next colour, for our Parma violet to go into. And then go into our Parma violet. So this is the same night for me. I promised that I would do the videos back to back. I find nothing more frustrating than when I was learning to colour and finding a video that was amazing and then having to wait for the other part to come out. So I like to give them to you back to back. So it gives you a chance to, I'm just going to go back in and pull that dark out a little bit more. I've got the right one, haven't I? Yeah. So I'm going to backtrack over that and pull that out. And I'm going to try and keep my thumb out of the way. I do apologise. I end up holding it like that because of pain. So, and it's just automatic. When my hand's hurting, I end up colouring like that. So I do apologise if my thumb gets in the way, but that's the reason. Okay, lilac. Going in with lilac, we're going to backtrack over that Parma violet. I'm going to bring it up in here too. Carefully round our fork. And then this is where the colour it won't matter if you don't have the base, because this will blend straight over it and give you the same colour. So I hope it makes sense as to why more and more of my videos I've got a base coat on my page, and it's just for ease and comfort. I don't want to end up not being able to colour because I'm in pain, so that's what I decided to do. But I will always try to match you up. Well, I always will match you up with the colours, so that if you don't have the base coat that I'm using, you'll still be able to colour with me. Okay, Parma Violet. Going over that. There we go, just making that blend better. See, as soon as I start colouring like this, really, my hand really aches. But I will try to keep doing it like this so that you can see what I'm doing. Which is one of the reasons when I started the channel that I would just colour a bit on camera and then go off, so that I can hold my pencil as weird as I like and not offend anyone. Okay, we've got bits down there that I haven't filled in, so we're going to follow the colour. That would be, we'll just put a little bit of Parma Violet in there, and then our lilac. And that will be the same there, a bit of lilac there, a bit of wisteria, and then we're going to pull down that dark colour there. There we are. Keep those wallpaper stripes in line. Okay, excuse me, back in with wisteria, and it's such a close match to that pale hibiscus that you can barely see that I've put it, sorry, that I've put it under the base coat on. And then we'll just go back in and deepen that up with Parma Violet. Just make sure we've got enough of that. Then the lilac, and they are a close match, and that's what gives you that nice gradient. Okay, so that's how we're going to do wallpaper. Now, we've basted, or I have basted, the sugar sack. I didn't want more browns here, or beiges really. I want it's a cartoon picture and I want it to be fun and bright and vibrant. So we're using the same colours. I'm going in with the cobalt violet, and like we did before on the dragon, I'm going to really go in dark with this cobalt violet, which is a gorgeous colour. Cover up that line and bring it out lightly, so that we can pull in the Parma Violet. Okay, we're going to do down the side of here. Can you see? Let me move you up a bit so I don't lose you. And around this lovely chocolate sauce. Going in dark there. Now I'm going to go over the lettering, because I'm going to use a gel pen, I think, to go over that, so that I can keep the blend smooth. Let's see, we'll try without going over it, but if it's annoying me, I'll just go straight over it. We're going to put that dark colour up here, and don't forget that little fade out line here, so that Parma Violet can just slip in with ease. Bit of dark there on that edge, bring that out. There we are. I'm just going to soften this, go back over, deepen that up and soften this out. Okay, see, I've just reverted straight back to holding the pencil comfortably. Okay, anyway, let's go in with the Parma Violet, backtrack over that cobalt violet, let's see if I can do it without going over the lettering. I'm sure we can. Just a bit of patience, folks. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to I'll try and hold it back a bit further so it doesn't get in your way so much. My thumb I'm talking about. Let's bring up that. I'm going to come down here a little bit around that letter. Okay, and then I'm going to start to soften it off. There we go. Let's go in with our wisteria. Wrong one. Nearly. Try and hold the page still. Okay, now we can go in and smooth this all out. Okay, going to go back in with Parma Violet and just sort out that blend. Okay, back in with Lilac. So even though I've got the base, you still have to work fairly hard with pencils, don't you, to get that blend going, but I think we'll get there. Okay. Right, I won't spend too long smoothing it all out. I can do that off camera. I hope that doesn't look... It's very purple here. I hope it looks purple on camera. It looks blue on my little screen. Okay, so we're going to go in with our Parma Violet here, back over that dark Cobalt Violet, and then lessen off the pressure so that we can add the next colour. Okay, in with a Lilac. Oh. Okay, I've done that the wrong way around. This is Lilac now. What an idiot. Never mind. That'd be why I was having trouble with the blend then. Okay, and then our wisteria. Alright. So here, I've got the pencils mixed up because I'm an idiot like that. So that's why it wasn't blending out properly. What a fool. I don't know. The trials of a colourist, people, hey? Let's go in there. There we go. It does help if you get the colours in the right order. Okay. We got there in the end. One little... Oops. My office is falling apart. Bear with me. One little sugar sack. And I'm going to do the same with the cookies, but because the writing's tiny, I am just going to go over that. So we're going to have, I'm going to make this edge really dark with our Cobalt Violet, and this down here dark, minding our cookies. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna bring this corner out a little bit. I won't put so much light in here because it's going to be dark behind that our dragon. So we're going to use quite a bit of our Cobalt Violet. I'm just going to bring that corner out. Okay, soften that off. And then we're going to go in with a Palmer Violet. Make sure I've got the right colour. I do. There we go, 63. Alright, same round here. And I am going to go over the letters. I'm not going to faff with those tiny little letters. Use that right up down there. And just making sure you can see. There we go. Okay, then we're going to go in with a lilac. So I'm backtracking. A little bit of lilac in there. We're not going to have this too light. And we'll just use the wisteria just to blend through here. That's my tummy rumbling, if you could hear that. It's, can you see, 10 to 8 at night. I haven't had tea because I've been colouring. I just get obsessed with it and then I forget. I don't know how I'm overweight, folks. I really don't. When I get obsessed like this. It's probably because I leave it so long and then go and binge on rubbish. Okay, let's go back in and smooth those blends out. No, I tell you what it is. It's because with the fibromyalgia, I have such little exercise. Which is not good for you, I know, but I get so tired that once I've been to work, it's just bedtime. I can't do anything else. So, colouring is my world. And I'm grateful that I've got you guys to share that with. Okay, we will go over with gel pens for that. Let's have a look. Look at how far we've come. We're doing so well. Look at that. Okay, I am going to go off and do my thumb colouring, finish the wallpaper, then I will come back with a base for the bowl and... Oh, I haven't coloured in there, look. It will be dark. So I'll go in with the cobalt violet and round him. And then we'll go in with the Palmer Violet. There we go. Yeah, that's what I mean by thumb colouring. Okay, there we go. I will go off and do my thumb colouring of the wallpaper, and then we'll come back and we'll do the ice cream tub and the bowl. And these, I'm really looking forward to doing these with you. So, alright, let me go and do that, and I'll base the next bit with the alcohol marker so it's dry, and we'll meet back up. See you in a sec. Right, folks, so I've finished the walls and the sugar and the cookies box, and I've coloured in the... I'm going to make it look like he's already dived in the ice cream, seeing as he's poking out the top of it. So he's got ice cream on his head. And I've basted the wall here and the floor with the hoo-hoo marker. Let's come in and have a look, and I can show you which one. So if I put them here, I've basted the wall with the warm grey from the hoo-hoo set, which is WG140, and it's just called warm grey. So we're going to have a look at this wall now. So I'm just going to sharpen this pencil. We're nearly there, folks. We've got the cutlery to do, obviously, but, you know, anyway, let's have a look. So, I'm going to move this out of your way so it's not distracting, and then I'm going to put my colours here, and we're going to go in with light umber to start, And as usual, I'm going to pick out the darker spots. So I'm going to put a light umber in. So I did intend to finish this last night. It's now the early hours of Saturday morning, as you can see. But I was so exhausted when I got home from work, I just had to go to bed. Okay, so that's light umber. Then we're going to take the gorgeous camel. I love this colour. Camel. And we're going to smush those in together. Bring that out. And then, like I said, if you don't have the hoo-hoo markers, we're going to use this Bavarian Cream, which is another really lovely colour. It's like the sort of rosy beige in the Prisma set. I'm going to go in like that. Okay, now I'm just going to go back and deepen that up where I want it. I'm going to come out a little bit further with the light umber. Back in with our camel. Put all that together. There you go. And then, just to really deepen up the edge, we're going to put a little bit of the burnt umber in. Just a little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit on the edge of the corner there. Alright. We'll do another bit together. So I'm just following where the darks are. Okay, so we're going to go up here. Can you see everything I'm doing? Try and straighten you up a bit and keep my thumb out of the way. Go up here. I'm going to bring that light umber out a little bit further. Up round the jar. Then in with our camel. And then the colour that you would use, if you don't have the base as well, is the Bavarian Cream. I'll put something on my page. There we go. And then a tiny bit of the burnt umber. Oh dear. There we go. Burnt umber. Just to pick out that. There we are. So we'll do these little bits like this. So in with our light umber. Okay. Then our camel. Smush it in. And then our Bavarian Cream. Alright. I have basted the leaves as well, ready to go. Okay, so that's how we're going to do the wall. Let's have a look at... Where's my... let's have a look at the leaves, shall we? We might as well, while we're here. So, let's swap these over. So with the Ahoo markers, oh, sorry, hands are having trouble today. I've basted it with the colour Leaf Green, which is G185. And I'm going to go in with these gorgeous colours. So I've got Fern Green, Chromium Oxide Green and Asparagus Green, which more or less matches the colour of the Ahoo marker. So let's go in with our Fern Green. I'm just moving my practice piece so I can see where I put all my bits, my colour. So we're going to go in on the tip of this one with our Fern Green, which is our darkest point. Bring that up. Same on here. I might have to twizzle you round a bit. So continuing with our fern green, let's get that nice and dark, just on these tips of these leaves. Okay. Then we're going to go in with our chromium oxide green, bring that up. Let it fade out a little bit as we get to the where we want some highlight. And then we're going to go in with this gorgeous colour, asparagus green, which is a very close match to that marker. There we go. I think that looks quite effective, so we can go back in with our fern green and deepen that up. And if I wanted those, which I do, if I want the tips of these just a little bit darker in places, just to bring out that, so I haven't lost the definition of that leaf, I'm just going to put a little bit of black Prisma in, and that will really deepen up that green. Let's go back now to our fern, and then we'll go over that and bring that out like we did earlier on the dragon, and pull that out, and go back in with our chromium oxide green. There we go. And then our asparagus. Sound noisy, it's because it's on my desk. There we go. Should we do another one together before we move on? Okay, right, let's do this one. So I'm just going to do the tips again, try and keep my thumb out of the way. So I'm going in with our fern green. They are usually in order, the pencils, unless I, yeah, they are usually in order. Of how, yeah, in order of how we use them. Okay. Oops. Then chromium oxide green. And then asparagus. I'm colouring like weird, the angle that I'm at. There we go. Okay, and if you want to just put that tiny bit of black in, that's up to you, you know. It does just deepen up that fern green and gives that really dark effect on those tips, which I like. I really like it. There we go. Chromium oxide green, and then our asparagus green, and that's it. Simple as that, folks. So we're going to have the wall done, the leaves done. Oh, let's have a look at the floor. So we're going to have to go back to our, I forgot about that, sorry. Organisation skills, people, organisation skills. So we're going to have a look at this, the shading bit. Hang on, one sec, just having a sip of drink. So we're going to go in with light umber, and it was basted with the same Ohuhu marker as the walls. So I'm just going in with the light umber for this really dark bit. Kind of struggled with what we were going to do the floor part in, because we've got the chocolate sauce, we've got the chocolate tin, we've got the walls, but I didn't really want to introduce another colour. I think it's bright enough as it is. Okay, so I'm just going to get that down. which is the light umber. I'm still using that. Again, going over where there's dark lines for the shadow. Just putting a few of my own in. Bring that down here a little bit. Okay, then in with our camel, sorry. Yeah, camel. We'll blend that through. Yeah, so camel. We can go back in and deepen this up. Obviously we can, and I will put a little bit of that burnt umber in the really darkest spots. Okay, now our Bavarian cream, and just go through that. So you'll have, if you haven't got the Hoo markers, this will be the colour that you fill that space in with. Let's fill that up, blend that through. Okay, now I'm going to take the burnt umber, 104, yeah, 104, burnt umber, and I'm going to just deepen up our shadow spots. And I've chose that colour because I think it will look quite good because of all the chocolate sauce, and it's a nice rich dark colour. Some under there, under our cherries, and then we can go back in with our light umber and just blend that back out again. Trouble holding the page, and there we go. I don't want it too dark, but I do want that nice shadow. I think that chocolate sauce looks a little suspicious now. Anyway, oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so let me put you back in shot. Let's come out and have a look now. Excuse my very messy desk. This has been a lots of planning because of all the little bits on it. So I think that actually sort of ties the page together, having that just sort of almost nondescript base. The walls we're going to do, we'll finish off. I'm going to finish the leaves, so I'm going to go off, finish the walls and the leaves, and then what's left is the bowl and the ice cream and the cutlery, and then our finishing, oh, and obviously these, and then just finishing touches. So we're not too far away now, folks. Alright, my lovely friends, I'll see you in a sec. Right, folks, so we're nearly there. I've done the leaves, finished that, finished the wall. The flooring's done, and I've basted the bowl and the ice cream. That's ready to go, but I thought we will focus on the cutlery now, and then we'll move down. So if I put this here and bring us in, there we go. Let's have a look at this spoon first. Now, you're going to think I'm crazy, but just roll with me. In the centre here, I want a little bit of maybe a bit of a reflection. Now, this is, I've got this from the actual picture itself, so I'm just lightly, I'm going to put in the pea green. I'm going to kind of keep with the shape of the spoon. Bit of the pea green. And then a little bit of the chartreuse. It doesn't have to be neat. And you can skip this bit altogether if you want. Okay. that's it. I'm going to leave it alone now. Okay, so let's turn over. We'll use white in a minute. So these are the greys I've got. I've got 70% cool grey, 50% cool grey, cadet blue, and 20% cool grey. And I haven't basted these. These are just as they are. I don't know why. Hang on. Oh, I've got my blanket tangled in my chair. Okay, 70% cool grey. We're going to go in with my dark, where I want my dark edges, alright? And as you can see, we have got a wonderful edge here. Was it the right colour? 117, yeah. Again, they're just my, just to help me. Okay. I'm going to bring up that dark down there. Where else? I have to find the right practice picture. Gosh, such a trauma. Okay, 50% cool grey. 115, and we're going to blend through with that. I'm avoiding that patch in the middle for the colour that we've just put down for a minute. Come up that edge, get my thumb out of the way. Down there. Okay, then we're going to go in with that cadet blue, because that really gives us a really nice, when we blend it all through, sort of silvery colour. Okay, so I'm just lightly putting that in. Alright, now before we go any further, I'm going to take my Prisma White, just to make sure it's clean. I'm just taking my Prisma White and I am going to blend this almost out. Let's get rid of it almost. Okay, I just want it as a bit of a reflection. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with my 20% cool grey, and I'm going over all of that. I'm colouring straight over that reflection. There we go. And then I'm going to go back in with my cadet blue. I'm going to introduce a bit more of that. Sorry, my thumb's in the way again, isn't it? A bit more of that round there. It's a beautiful colour for making like a stainless steel spoon, and then back in with the 20%. So, and just blend that through. Okay, there we are. Where's my brush? Here, we'll just brush that off. Then I'm going to take my white again, and I'm just going to do some smushing. There we are. That's the most complicated one there, and that's it. That's how I'm doing it. Okay, and as for these ones, I'm just going to sharpen my pencil because, oh, this one's okay. They are quite small spaces. So we're going to do the same with the fork. We're going to follow where we want the really dark. And you could put reflection in here too if you wanted, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it with the spoon because I followed the original picture. Then I'm going to go to my 50% cool grey, put a little bit of that in. Move my thumb. I should do apologise, sorry. And then my cadet blue. Beautiful colour. I can't wait to review these pencils actually and be able to show the pictures that I've coloured. I'm really excited about it. They're here, they did arrive yesterday evening. So, right, 20% cool grey. And then when I've done that, if I think like some of the spots I might have done a bit too dark. I'm just going to take my white, give it a quick sharpen. And just brighten up some of those spots. Where I don't want it so dark. And that white will help to pull everything through. There we go. I think I can always use a bit of gel pen on that edge there. A fork. Right, we need to do the handle of whatever this is. So the same thing. I'm going to go round there really dark. That's with our 70% and up the edge. And I'm going to go round his eye quite dark. Around there. In with our 50%. A little bit of the cadet blue. Okay, and then our 20%, and then I'll go in with white as well. We'll knock that colour back. There we go. There we go. Alright. We've got this twisty one, which could, I don't know what it is, but we'll do it as we're meant to. So 70%. Make that bit dark there and there. Okay, I'm going to go straight in with the cadet blue now on this one because it's a tiny, we've got tiny space, and I actually wonder if it will blend better actually doing it this way. Okay, then we'll go in with our 50% cool grey. And our 20%. That's better, I think, that way round, actually. So when you come to do your blends, if you swap them and do it in that order, so do your 70% cadet blue, 50% grey, it blends better. I've obviously just been a bit dim. Okay, we've got the knife. Let's do the knife. Let me just get my image available. We'll practice. Okay, so I'm going in with 70% as usual. And we've got quite dark up this edge. In here. And we've got a little bit up that edge. There. Okay, cadet blue. We'll blend that in. We'll blend the cadet blue through. There. And then we're going to get the 50% and we'll just smush a little bit of that in. And then our 20%. Put that in. There we go. And then the white. Just knock that back. And I'm just going to take my 70% because I've obliterated that bit there and just put that back in. Okay. So we should have a shiny looking knife. Alright. And then we've just got the whisk left. Now, I was going to use a gel pen, but I don't think I will actually because it's just going to make them look so fake. So we'll go in with our usual colours. And I'm going to go in dark in there, so our 70%. And maybe from the top where they all join up. And at the base. Then our cadet blue. Okay, and then we're going to go in with 20%. Just so we get that contrast on that, otherwise it's just going to be lost. I want a bit more of that cadet blue there. Alright, there we go, cutlery done. I'm quite pleased with how that's come out. You could always put additional bits and bobs on it to make it, you could always do it in gel pen if you wanted, or paint. But I have an idea to put glossy accents on the chocolate. And I've tried it on my practice piece and it looks really good. Okay, let's move up to our blues. So, I've got quite a few. I've basted it in the Hoo MGO111, which is blue-grey, and your alternative to that is the pastel blue in the Arrtx set, which works really well. So, we are going to take indigo blue, French ultramarine, ocean blue, cornflower blue and the pastel blue. And quite frankly, I can't be bothered to sort out stripes, so I'm going in dark at the edge with our indigo blue, and I'm just going to do a blend across. So I want it quite dark underneath his little hands. And we're going to keep it like we did the can. We're going to try and keep it in line so that we keep that shape of the convex shape. So I'm doing the edges. Darker there. And I'm going to want it dark under. Sorry, keep scooting you around. I'm going to do it a bit darker under his chin. Not too much because we've got the other colour to go in, so under his little hand. Okay. I'm trying to just make these sides look a little bit even with each other. Okay, now we can go in with the French ultramarine. Let's get you, oh sorry, I'm trying to get you everything in. There we go. Alright, so backtracking again as usual. We're going to start to bring this out, which is a much brighter blue. Well, it's a brighter blue, maybe not much brighter. Back over this side. Going to avoid the ice cream sign. Let's bring this out. How far should we bring it out? Like this. Then I'm going to go around his paws, bring them out lightly, around his chin, just so that remains a bit darker. I need to bring it out this side a bit more. We want that colour to show up and so that we can blend it into the next colour. Okay. We'll go back over and I'll fill in all the spaces. Okay, then we're going to go to ocean blue now. So we're going to backtrack again. Bring that up. It's making my hand ache again, hence the thumb colouring again. Okay. Backtrack. I'm going to go round that shadow so that blends in. It's beginning to come, people, beginning to come. Right, nice soft edge for our next colour. Make sure that's blended through. There we go. Then we've got cornflower blue, which is a beautiful colour. So we're going to go over again. Around that shadow we've created. Okay, and then I'm going to use the pastel blue now, and we're just going to fill that up. So that will be your colour. As you can see, it matches that alcohol marker I put down. Let's just brush that off. Okay, we're going to go back in with our cornflower blue now, and I'm just going to help that blend along. So I've just got a little bit of that very pale pastel blue peeping out. There, and now right, let's go back in. And I need to fill in, as you can see, like there's gaps here, so I'm going to fill that in. So just go back through our colours. Okay. Then our French ultramarine, okay, what was next? Ocean blue, wasn't it? No, that was ocean blue that I'd just done. Okay, cornflower blue. Okay. Right, let's leave it like that. I can always work out the blend off camera. And then we've got the stars to do. So I'm going in with indigo blue on this side because it's behind the sugar. So I'm going to make this bit darker. Okay. Then our French ultramarine. Then our beautiful ocean blue. And then we're going straight in with the cornflower blue, and we're leaving out the pales because I want that to be really bright and nice. Okay, now I'm just going to fill that in. There we go. Alright, now before we do the stripes, we're going to do the centre part. So we are going to use chrome yellow and cream, or chromium yellow and cream, and we're going to fill in this bit. So where's my, oh, the life of a colourist, people. It's so hard when you're a disorganised person. So I'm going in here. This will pull the colours from the dragon into the rest of the picture. Okay, and then we're going to put it this side too. I did warn you it was going to be a long colour along. Or colour with me. Right, so we're going to go across the base and then let it fade out. We'll bring that around here a little bit more. And then we're going to go in with our cream and blend that in. Sorry about the page scooting everywhere. I'll try and hold on to it. I am going to try and avoid the writing, but I will go over those with gel pen, so and just keep it nice and light in the centre. It needs to be a little bit brighter there. There we go. And then I'm taking my trusty steed, the white, and we're just going to pick out some spots to be even lighter. Well, I'm just colouring over it, just to knock that intense colour back a bit. There we go. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to put those in I'm going to put this in the centre too, in between the blue stripes. So I'm going to have chromium yellow and cream on each of those stripes like that. So oh. Okay, I'll finish that off camera. The white of that I'm probably going to gel pen over. And the stripes I'm going to do in the ocean blue and cornflower blue. Ocean blue and cornflower blue. So I'm just going to dark at the bottom like we've done with the orange, and then cornflower blue. A little bit there. Okay, right, we'll come back to the bowl in a second, but I'm taking a white gel pen. This is my trusty jelly roll. Gotta love a jelly roll, people. And I'm going to be really brave, and I am whiting out. Let me just get it re-rolling. I use my thumb if it gets a build-up of wax, and then just it reruns again perfectly. So I am whiting out all of this. And I can let it dry. It doesn't have to be perfectly whited out, just most of it, like you'll have a bit of grey sticking through, which is perfect. Okay, now I'm going to leave that to dry before we do anything else. So we've got the bowl down here. We're going to use the same blues, and I might have to come out just slightly to get this all in. There we go. And we are going to start with indigo blue, and we're going to put that, as usual, in our dark spots. I'm going to bring that down. So indigo blue, and then indigo blue here. Okay, a little bit round the base. Okay, next colour, French ultramarine. So I'm going over that. I'm going to come out slightly. Okay, I'm just doing it lightly so that I can change it if I need to. Alright, French ultramarine there. We'll have a little bit of that there. Coming out here. Up there. A bit there. Alright, now we're going in with our ocean blue. And I'm going to start to bring that out. So I'm going to go back over all of that. Minding my chocolate sauce, I don't want to drag that brown in. Back over that. That little bit there. And that little bit there. Down here, and then let's focus over here for a minute. There, okay. Now we're going to go in with our cornflower blue. Again, I'm going over the whole thing. A little bit around there. I know it looks a mess at the minute, but we'll go back in and deepen it up. Just want to make sure that I've got the colours in the right places. Okay, then our pastel blue. Pastel blue up there. Down this edge. Okay, down that edge. Alright, before we go back in, I like how the shadows, how the reflections come on it. So, or the highlight should I say. So I'm just going in with white. And that will stop me getting it too dark before we go any further. Okay, then we're going to go back in. So, indigo, I might miss the indigo blue because I think we're dark enough, and go straight in with the French ultramarine to go back over it all. There we go. And then this side where it's dark. And then our ocean blue. So really all I'm doing now is smoothing it out, making sure there's no white of the paper, which is why I usually use my alcohol marker base or some kind of base. But this particular base was very, very light, so it does take some work to get it from that very light base into this dark tone that we've got. Okay, and then back to our cornflower blue, and really smush all that in together until it's lovely and smooth. We give that a brush off, then we can see where, there we go, you can see where you've got spaces left that need filling in. And then we're going to get our pale blue. is it? Oh no, pastel blue, isn't it? Okay. And then I'm going in with the cornflower blue just to help that blend along, just lightly then. Okay, let's give that a brush off. What do we think? I like that. I do like that. Alright, what have we got left? So, let's have a look. What have we got left? We've done the cutlery. We need to do the jars. So, I'm going to take that pale blue, that hoo-hoo marker again. Let's have a look. Here's our colours. I'm using this hoo-hoo. Yours will be pastel blue if you're not using it. And I'm just going to just on the lid, and because I had some bleed through, I'm going to just put it on here. And if that doesn't work and knock my colour back, I'll put some white gel pen in there. Okay, and I want this in cherry colour, if I can find it, but we're just going to use lighter colours. So I'm going to base that with my alcohol marker, but you don't need to sit and watch me do that. I think the video is going to be long enough as it is. So all that will be basted apart from the word. That needs a little bit of blue. Just in there. Alright, I'll tell you what folks, let me go and finish the ice cream is the word I'm looking for, and then we literally will come back and do our finishing touches. We've got his little tone to do, I mustn't forget that. And he's got a little dollop of ice cream I've missed there. So I'll go and do those and we'll meet back up in a sec. Oh my goodness folks, we're so nearly there. Right, so we got to colour in the cookies and then it's finishing touches really. I did go over with white at the top of the jar because I'd messed it up. So we've got colour in the cookies. I'm going to show you how I'm going to colour that label, and then it really is just finishing touches. We did it folks. Okay, we're going to colour these cookies. So move everything over and come in. There we go. I'm going to use the Mars Brown, Light Umber, Camel and a little bit of cream, and I'm going straight over the chocolate chips. So, because I can't be faffing with that. Okay, so a little bit at the bottom of the wrong colour, Mars Brown. Okay, then I'm going in with Light Umber, the right colour this time. And the Camel. And then just to change that tone a little bit and blend through, I'm going to put a bit of cream in. And then we'll go back in. So let's get the right colour this time. So a little bit of Mars Brown. A little bit of Light Umber. No, I've done it wrong again. That was Mars Brown. And I wrote the number. I need to start looking at the numbers. That's why I did the numbers, because I get all messed up. We have 105, Light Umber. Dear oh dear. Right, Light Umber. There we go. And then I'm just going to blend that through with the cream and a little bit of camel. There we go. We'll do this one. So have I got the right colour this time? Yeah, Mars Brown. So I'm going to come around this edge of that bit of the cookie because it's behind that one, so I want that bit a bit darker. Then we're going in with light umber. There we go. A little bit of camel. And blend it out. Just going to blend over with a little bit of cream. A bit more of that camel on that one. Okay, same on this one. Get the colours right. 103. Mars Brown. So I'm going up the darker edge here because it's behind the other cookie. Then our light umber. And our camel. And a little bit of cream. Alright, I think that's okay. Right, and then I've got a jelly roll. These are the Moonlight series. They're not metallic or anything, they're just flat colour, and I really like them. So this is like a dark brown colour, and I'm just going to put in the chocolate chips with it. Need to get it rerunning. It's not going to play ball now, is it? These pencils are quite waxy, so come on. Here we go. Right, now we're going to have a look at that. Dot it on. Will behave, you will. There we go. Right, we're going to have a look at the label, and we're going to use the paler colours that we used for the cherries. So I'm just going to use the rose red and the Baker Miller pink. And just check I've got those right. Yeah, so I'm going to come up here. And up this edge where we've got this darker bit. I'm going to avoid my letters, I think. Alright, a little bit there. We'll do a little bit on the edge of this bit. Maybe bring that out a little bit further. And so if you don't have the base, you will use the Baker Miller Light, which is the Baker Miller Pink, sorry, not light, where we, the same as we did for the cherries. And you can see, look, I'm not lying to you, that is a perfect match for that Ahoo marker. And I'm just going to blend that through. Okay, put a little bit more. I might put. Let's just add a little bit of magenta because I just need that to be a little bit darker there. So a little bit of magenta. There we go, not much. There we go. And then, what was that? 45. The rose red again. Okay. Right, what have we got left? We need a little bit of blue for the jar, so I'm going to take the jar lid. I'm going to take the Cadet Blue. So that Cadet Blue, and I'm just going to put that where the dark bits are. And then, where's the other blue? Where's that? Okay. And then the, yeah, find it. Then I'm going to use the pastel blue just to go over that. Just want a hint of colour there. Okay, we're going to do the same for this bit here. So we're going to go in with Cadet Blue. And then our pastel blue. Blend that. Right. Let's get, we need to do his tongue. I forgot about his tongue. So where have I just put that? I'm going to use a little bit of Baker Miller pink. And then maybe a bit of white. Just a little bit of a cherry coloured tongue. And oh look, I'm so disorganised now. Okay, a little bit of white. There we go. Little pink tongue. Okay, now what am I going to do? Okay, so I'm going to do the ice cream in my other Jelly Roll Moonlight, which is like a bright blue colour. So the lettering, I don't have a steady enough hand to do this with pencil because I'm quite shaky, but all my letters are going to be filled in with this. I'm jumping ahead because I'm going to show you the what I'm doing with the sugar and the chocolate sauce. So that's going to be filled in with that Jelly Roll Moonlight in that blue. So any sort of blue, or you could use the dark blue pencil. I'm going to, what colour where did I put that then? Oh, there it is. The same brown. I'm doing the letters for the chocolate, which should be chocolate syrup, it is in the actual picture. Okay. I will go back over those, but just to show you. I'm not sure about the sugar. The cookies, I wanted to use a Jelly Roll glaze, but mine's dried up unfortunately. So I've just got the black Jelly Roll. And no, I'm going to use actually this one. It's like a sort of tan Jelly Roll Moonlight. So it goes with the cookies. And I'm just going over those letters. I might need to go over more than once because, like I said, these pencils are quite waxy and so resisting the gel pen, but I'll let it dry and then I'll go back over it. What I really want to show you is I'm going to put some highlight in the cherries. So I'm going to take my Arrtx acrylic marker set and I'm taking the white one, if I can get it out. There we go. And running out of space, folks. I've got so much rubbish everywhere where I've been practicing this video. I'm going to take the brush end of this, so it just looks like that, and then there is a felt tip end. And I am going straight up there. Now what's really nice about this is that they're not very opaque. So I'm just going to get that appearance of glass, which I really like. We'll put a bit there, I'm just following the picture. A little bit there, a little bit there. Might need to go back over it. There we go. Just clean the tip of mine. There we go. Has picked up some of that colour. But that's okay. I like that. Right. What do you think? I might go back over it, but I don't want you to sit here for a million years. I've got Stickles Diamonds. That's for the sugar. So now my gel pen's completely dry. I'm going to put Stickles on there so that they, you know, you get that crystally appearance. I thought that would be quite cool, which is quite why I say it's quite nice to have some of that grey still showing through. Thought that would be quite cool. So we've got some shiny sugar. Let's see if I can get you to see that. See if it will pick it up. It might do. Always better when it's wet. Right, now this is the fun bit. I have got glossy accents. Now this is like a clear plastic it dries like. It says dries to a clear gloss finish, and boy is it glossy. So what I'm going to do, I mean, you could, if you've got this, you could put it on the jar as well, but I will just go over with my gel pen and make it my acrylic paint pen and just make that a little bit whiter. So I am going to go in, and I am, now don't panic, when I tested this, when you put it down, it made the chocolate sauce go purple. And I thought, oh, that's it, I can't use glossy accents because it's going to react with the pencils. But I'm going over the whole thing. This will dry completely clear, and what we'll have is this incredibly shiny chocolate sauce. Okay. Can you see what I mean? It looks like it's gone purple. It's like, oh my god, what have I done? But no, honestly, it will dry clear and your chocolate sauce will just be all shiny and lovely. So this is Ranger Glossy Accents, if you haven't heard of it. And perfect for single-sided pages. It will stand above the page, so I wouldn't recommend it if you have got a double-sided colouring book and you want to use a lot of it, because it will make colouring the other side difficult. But can you see what I mean about it going purple? It does look purple, doesn't it? But it won't. And it does take a while to dry, so I'm going to have to go off, let it dry, and then I'll come back and show you the finished piece and what it looks like. Okay. And make sure while it's wet that if you've got any bubbles or anything, get rid of those because they will dry in it. Okay, we need a little bit along there. Alright, purple chocolate sauce. It has gone really purple, but it won't. And I don't know if you can pick up on, I don't want to tip it at the moment, but it is sort of 3D, it will stand up. But that will dry, we'll go back to our original purple colour, and it will look awesome. Right folks, I am going to do my gel pen lettering. I'm going to do the cherries in black, so they're black lettering, so it really stands out. I haven't decided on the colour for sugar yet, and I think I'm going to white gel pen just the zigzag in and not add any more colour. But of course, I don't want to do that until my stickles and my glossy accents dry. So the next time we meet up, and I've done all the lettering, and gone back over my glass jar reflection, and we'll be finished. Alright folks, I'll see you in a sec. Okay guys, I'm finished. So I've left the white bit round the cherries. What else have I done? I've put the, obviously waited for the glossy accents to dry. I have ignored the pattern on the bowl. I've just left it. I think that was about it when I left off. So let me see if I can show you this gorgeous glossy accents. As you can see, it's gone back to brown. So if I tilt it, can you see that? Oh, it's an awesome. And if I don't know if you're going to pick up on that, but it actually stands above the page. It's still slightly wet, so I don't want to play with it too much. I've had a blast doing this colour with me. I've really enjoyed it, as you can see by my messy desk. It's everywhere. Big thank you to Randal Spangler for producing the book. He didn't provide me with it, I purchased it myself. The link for the colouring book is down below if you want to buy it. I'm not an Amazon affiliate. I just share with you what I think are products that are good and enjoyable. So can we pick up the stickles? Is the light gonna? No, of course. That glossy accent is amazing. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? And I'll do a dry bit. It just feels so lush. Anyway, so I've got my glittery sugar, my glossy chocolate, and I'm happy. One happy little girly. Alright folks, I'm going to let you go. The next video I'll do will probably be the review on the Arrtx pencils, and I'll be able to show you some of the images that I've coloured with them. I am, just so you know, I'm in love with them, but we will do a full review. We'll have a look at them. I'll show you some of the pages that I've done with them. And yeah, so I hope you've joined me for that. I know they've been everywhere, all over YouTube, but please give my video a chance. Alright, my lovely friends. Until we meet again very, very soon, take really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.